guys, so today I'll be giving you guys my top 5 anime of 2015 that I absolutely love this whole year. To be fair, this was probably like the hardest thing ever to do, to like pick up my favorites, but I will also like mention a few honorable ones. So starting off with number 5. Number 5 is Ore Monogatari. And I absolutely love this series because this series was very unique to like this anime romance. It's not like your typical anime romance that you watch. This story follows Takeo and how, you know, he's this big old buff guy and he's not very attractive and he does not get all the girls. He doesn't even get all the girls. But his best friend Suna gets every girl, but he always turns them down. And basically Takeo is basically like the Beast in Beauty and the Beast. And then one day on a train, he encounters a girl named Yamato, and this guy basically tries to like touch her, and he basically stops this creep from, you know, trying to abuse this poor innocent girl. And from that point is where she falls in love with Takeo, and that's how their story starts. Moving on to number 4 on my list, which I have completely forgotten until I was looking down at my list of what I watched, and I was like, oh my gosh, this series was absolutely amazing. Like, how did I forget about this? And that series is Death Parade. The reason why I forgot this is because, you know, I was obsessed with Tokyo Ghoul, the second season. There's like so much hype for it, and maybe that's why I kind of like blurted out a little bit. But as soon as I saw it, I was like, oh my gosh, how did I forget that this series aired this level basically in 2015 during the winter. This series was so awesome. This series is just basically about like this, I don't know what to call it, like this area where when you die you go there and you have this person judge you whether if you should go to heaven or hell based on a game that you play. And it's not only one person that does it, it has to be between 2 people, and one goes to heaven and the other goes to hell. So it was really interesting to see how all this stuff plays out, and as they play the game they start to remember how they died, and it's very interesting to see like how all of this plays out in the whole series. It was very brilliant. I absolutely love the series, and I feel like it's not as talked about anymore. At the beginning of the winter it was really talked about, which is why I watched it, and you know, just I feel like everybody forgot about it because I forgot about it. And it wasn't until I saw Chibi's top 5 this morning where I was like, oh my god, how did I forget about this? How did I forget about Death Parade? Death Parade was absolutely amazing. It's like one of the best ones that aired in 2015. So, like I said, I feel like this one was very unappreciated now. Moving on to number 3 on my list, which would be Gangsta. Gangsta aired this summer, and it was very amazing. I actually had my doubts about this series because I didn't think it was a series that I would enjoy. But oh my gosh, just this series had me on the edge of my seat. It kept me entertained every week and wanted more every week too. After the episode was over, I was like, crap, it's really already over? And there were so many cliffhangers, especially the way how the series ended. And I'm really sad that there's probably not going to be a second season. But even if there's not going to be a second season, I'm going to continue and go and get the manga because I need to read this manga now. So moving on to number 2 on my list, which would be Owari no Seraph. Owari no Seraph follows Yuichiro, and how he was like this orphan, and we see at the beginning, you know, how Japan is being attacked by some weird plague, and there's like these demon monsters like basically destroying the town too, and no one really knows, and a lot of the human race has basically gone, and most of them have been taken in by vampires, and these vampires basically use these humans as like, you know, livestock. So Yuichiro and his orphan, you know, the orphanage that he grew up with, the last of them from the orphanages, they end up coming up with this plan of escaping, and then while they end up escaping, things go downhill from there as Yuichiro sees his family get killed right in front of him, and especially to one that he was very close to, which was Mika or Michaela. So these two were very close from the start, and he sees him basically die in front of him, or so he thought. And number 1 on my list is Food Wars. Food Wars is absolutely amazing. I actually just started watching this, which I regret not watching it beforehand a long time ago, but I absolutely love this series. And it basically follows Soma and how he owns like this cute little diner with his dad, but his dad basically leaves from the country and basically signs up Soma to this amazing top-notch cooking school. The food looks very amazing, but it makes you really hungry because the food just looks so awesome. So I had to cut off my video earlier because I went shopping with my friend and I just got back. It's like really late, which is why there's no brightness everywhere going on. And yeah, so anyways, back to what I was saying. So there's a few animes that I wanted to like mention as honorable mentions. Haikyuu Season 2 and Noragami Season 2, and another one that has aired this year, which is Starmie. And for those of you who don't know what Starmie is about, it's basically like Utapuri, but with a lot more of like a twist, I guess. Starmie is just basically a group of boys, just basically like with Utapuri, but instead of 7 boys, it's 5 boys. And they're just basically trying to work together as a team and trying to get to the top. And yeah, it's pretty interesting. I really like it. Even though it's a little bit similar to Utapuri, it's also a little bit different, like way different from Utapuri as well. But another honorable mention is Kuroko no Basket Season 3. And that is it for my top 5 anime of 2015. I hope you guys liked this video and I will see you guys next time. Bye! We also got to see a tad bit more of how Tsukishima and Yumaguchi ended up becoming friends, and I really loved that moment in the manga as well because it was just such a cute little moment. You can honestly see how heartbreaking